the question I get asked most often, whether online, through email, or in person when I'm running a course or a session, is what is the best knife to buy if you're looking to get into either forest school and bushcraft, so running things with groups, or just something that you can work with your children with and practice those skills that you may have learned through the channel or coming and working with me personally. So today we're going to look at a few different options that are out there on the market. Now all of these happen to be from the same company, and that is Morakniv. Because in general I've found that for the knives that we're looking at, these are going to be the cheapest and most effective options. Now I'm not sponsored by Mora in any way, wouldn't mind being, but this is just the point that I've arrived at, looking at all of the options out there, and I've arrived on Mora being the best option. But there are others out there which we'll talk about later. So we're going to have a look at a few different models, discuss their advantages and drawbacks, and what might be the right knife for you or your group. So starting off, start with the Mora Companion. This is their basic knife. It is this kind of starter knife. It's the cheapest one. It's the one that you'll see most often. If you go on a course and they advertise a free knife, chances are it's going to be a Mora Companion. And they are really good knives. They are made out of good steel. They have a nice Scandinavian grind, so they're easy to sharpen. They have a nice grip, good grippy rubber grip on there, and in general they handle battening, so knocking the knife through wood and heavier carving tasks pretty well. This is a really good option for someone just starting out in bushcraft. And I'd say 2/3 of the knives I own for group use are Mora Companions, and I'll usually go for the stainless steel. Across all of the knives, more often than not, I will choose stainless steel. And that's because I live in the UK and I also work with groups on a somewhat punishing schedule. Carbon steel knives are great. They hold their edge really well, and they in general are easier to sharpen. But what I find working in damp environments, and when you don't have the opportunity to take care of a knife properly and clean and dry it after a session, then chances are they're going to get rusty a lot more easily. So that's why I've gone for stainless steel, and that's what I recommend. And this does rule out some of the other knife manufacturers like Hultafors. Hultafors make some really nice knives, but most of the ones that I've looked at are carbon steel, which just doesn't work for me. So Mora Companion in a stainless steel. Moving on from that, we have the Mora Basic. This is exactly like the Companion. The difference is entirely plastic handle, and it also has a little bit of a guard at the front there. So just your fingers are less likely to slide towards the blade. So this is now the knife that I use with the majority of my groups and recommend for working with younger children and teens in general, just because that added little bit of guard just means that it's harder for fingers to start walking their way onto the blade, which is one of the main things you're going to be watching out for when working with people. Once you've got the main areas protected and you're not likely to cut a femoral artery, or cutting towards yourself, most of the other injuries are going to be involving their hands walking their way onto the blade, just in an effort to get more control. So having a little bit more of a pronounced guard is really good. So this is my younger group knife. They tend to be slightly more expensive in my experience than the Companion, but are quite good, and get them in stainless steel as well. Now, if you are working with young ones and you are worried about the danger of working with knives and everything else, you can get knives that have a blunt tip. Now, having a sharp tip on a knife is handy when you start getting into more fine detailed carving tasks. So when you are carving out a hollow in a hearthboard for making a bow drill set, whether you are carving a net knife or doing some fine carving work on a piece of on a whittling project, that's when sharp point is nice to have. And I'm a big proponent of not removing a feature just because of danger unless there is a good and compelling reason to do it, because a knife with a blunt tip is going to be a lot less versatile than a sharp tip knife. So if I buy entirely blunt tip knives to start off with, then if I end up working with an older group or with adults and we need to do some fine carving work, I'm going to have to go out and get a whole nother set. Whereas if I just teach good practice and just use a Mora basic with the sharp point, then it's all good. I only have to buy one set of knives. Anyway, this is the Mora Safety. So exactly the same as the Mora Basic, except for a blunt tip. And the other thing is, I haven't been able to find these in stainless steel yet. They might exist out there, but they are carbon steel. And you can see, if I bring this up a little bit closer, get to focus, you can see the pitting from the rust and the moisture. It's hard to take good care of these, and these actually now have ended up being my battening knives. So when we get a mallet out and we cut up kindling, I'll use these two together, because in that case, why introduce the extra risk of having a point when it's totally unnecessary for the task at hand? And it's a good starting point for children into using a knife. So those are the three standard models of Mora. So if you are looking for all-purpose knives for doing a bit of light carving work, making tent stakes, making wooden knives, using it to make bows, working on bigger projects, splitting kindling, all of these are relatively good options for starting out and for buying in bulk as a group. So Mora Companion, if you just want an entry-level basic knife just for yourself, I'd say most groups might actually be better off with the Mora Basic. If you're working with young ones and very concerned about safety, get the Mora Safety. Now, if you are starting to work with older groups and starting to work on more intensive carving projects, you might want to expand out into some specific knives for whittling and for finer wood carving. So these are, again, both Mora knife. So this is their plastic handled knife. You can see, if I bring the Mora Companion back here, we can see it's a lot smaller knife. You remember when I talked about the fingers waltzing onto the blade to try and get control? The Mora wood carving knives, they are shorter entirely, so that means you have a lot more control. If I bring my other knife out, you can see it's got an even smaller blade there, and most of it is curved up towards the tip. This means it's a lot easier to use for finer work. So if you're working with more advanced groups and you're looking at more fine carving projects, it might be worth getting a set of these to have alongside your big workhorse knives that get you by and are good for knocking through a piece of timber, the ones that aren't going to be razor sharp all of the time. You could do your big scale carving work and whatever with those, and then when it gets onto the detailed stuff, then get something a bit smaller. So as I said, there are two options if you're looking at a wood carving knife. You have a plastic handle or a wooden one. Now, I really like these as knives for carving with, these wooden handles. This is the Mora 106. There's a couple of different lengths, and I'm not enough of a wood carver to be able to give you a good answer as to which length to get, but I've found the 106 is quite good. So it's comfortable, fits right in the hand there, nice grip, and it works really well as a whittling knife. They're not too expensive either. They are going to be more expensive than your companions and basics, but you can get a decent set. One thing I do not like about these at all is the sheath. The sheath is quite honestly not the greatest. See, just a moment ago I was rummaging all over the floor because I put this down and it had just slid out of the sheath, which it often does unless really wedged in. Even then, it'll often wiggle out, it'll drop out, it'll be sitting in the middle of the in the box and unsheathed and ready to cut fingers. So it's not that great in terms of sheath. I would buy or make a specific sheath for this because the plastic one honestly doesn't work all that well. Whereas the wooden one, the plastic sheath on here and the wooden handle, just not the greatest. This is the Mora wood carving basic. Tell it's a while ago that I bought this, but what I like is it has a nice click to it, as well as a more pronounced guard. See, just a little bit more, longer handle, you've got a bit more shaping to the back, but I really like the sheath because when I'm working with people, I want to be able to put this away in a box and have it stay sheathed and not become a hazard to people reaching into the box. So there we go. Those are the 5 main Mora knives that you'll see on the market. Which one is the right one for you depends on who you're working with. Said basic bushcrafter, working with younger groups or general group knife, working with really young ones, and then I'd go for the plastic sheath one for most groups unless you're dealing with adult wood carvers in a dedicated set, in which case I'd get one of these because these are really nice. Hope that's fun. Hope that's been helpful. Let me know if there are any other tools or equipment you're looking to make a decision on, and I will see whether I can put together a video on that and hopefully help you learn from my buying mistakes, because this has been a iterative process over time, trial and error, buying something, seeing whether it'll work, and as I said, I've gotten on really well. If I was starting again from scratch, I'd just get a whole set of Mora basics and be very happy with them. With that, I'll say thank you so much for watching. Remember to make the most of every day, and I'll catch you all next time.